Good morning, this is Susan Jubert from Sleepy Creek Farm in Amity, Oregon. I want to continue the discussion about the RHD 2 outbreak. The ARBA has modified its policies regarding rabbit shows and exhibitors in relationship to the RHD 2. All my rabbits are excited because I'm in here making noise and they think I should be feeding or breeding them here, so pardon all the thumping. Anyhow, the ARBA is now reduced its exclusion zone for shows where they can't occur within 125 miles instead of 250 of an active outbreak. And now they're differentiating between the domestic rabbits that are actually impacted by RHDVT2 in a domestic rabbitry. Sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet, you guys. Versus the outbreaks that are in the native species. So anybody within 30 miles of an outbreak in a native or feral population is excluded from shows. Beyond that, we're open to go to shows. I believe this is reasonable. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this change, but what we really need to look at is how this virus is actually being spread. There is very little evidence that the RHDV2 virus has been spread to domestic rabbits from rabbit shows and exhibits, especially since the outbreak here in the USA starting in 2020. There's a lot of evidence supporting that this virus is spreading through the endemic species which are impacted by RHDV2, which I have already discussed. Now that rabbit breeders are aware of the risks that this disease is out there, reasonable precautions and measures are being taken to maintain biosecurity and reduce the risk of RHDV2. That said, I at Sleepy Creek Farm am choosing to continue to keep my rabbitry on lockdown even though we're outside of that 30-mile zone. We're only out of it by a margin. My rationale is that the outbreak that has occurred is in the Portland metro area. It's in a highly public area where there is a lot of human traffic, so there's a lot of risk for spread by fomites from people. And where I live is a bedroom community for Portland metro area. There's a lot of people who commute within 50-60 miles back and forth to go to the city to work and come back to our communities. So right now I'm still waiting and seeing if there's any more cases that break out, if it spreads beyond that margin of the Portland metro area. And I don't want to be the one who's responsible for accidentally spreading this disease, and I don't want to take unnecessary risks for bringing it back to my rabbitry either. So I'm just playing a conservative hand. I'm only releasing rabbits for slaughter from my property at this time. I will not be attending the West Coast Classic Rabbit Show as much as I would like to. This is a difficult decision. The other factor that's making me choose this is that we don't have access to vaccine in Oregon yet. The other states through the Southwest and even into the Midwest now who've been impacted by RHDV2 are gaining increasing access to vaccine. Rabbit breeders can choose to vaccinate at least part of their herd, and that allows them some protection if a potential outbreak did occur. Right now, I don't have that option to protect my herd. So those are the two things that are making me think twice about, say, yay, I'm out of that 30-mile zone, let's go show rabbits. Let's go ahead and sell all of these rabbits that I had planned to go out to other states and to other countries. I just want to be conservative at this time, and until the 60-day mark of May 26, we're just going to sit tight and continue to go through my herd and keep the best and keep on breeding and hope for a better future. Thank you.